ho, fabulous. Narz here with the best gift of all, today's fix. It looks like Ubisoft is suffering a mass exodus of employees. I'll give you the lowdown on the Halo Infinite Winter Contingency Event starting today. And beware Nintendo users, as servers are expected to overload this Christmas weekend. Hopefully you've been a good viewer this year, and if you haven't, no presents for you. This latest news on Ubisoft makes you wonder if they've been good this year. According to a recent report from Axios, Ubisoft is grappling with unnaturally high turnover within the past 18 months for both lower and mid-level employees, as well as big names from those credited on working on Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The report went on to say that these departures are slowing or stalling projects Ubisoft has in the pipeline. The departures have been especially felt at Ubisoft's Canadian studios in Montreal and Toronto, with a total of 60 people leaving in the past 6 months. According to Axios, competing offers at new studios was the major reason for the high turnover rate, in addition frustration at creative direction and unease at Ubisoft's handling of recent and ongoing events like the #MeToo, allegation of toxic behavior, and disregard to employee complaints and concerns have made it hard for employees to stay. Ubisoft responded to Axios reporting, asserting that its attrition rate of 12% for LinkedIn was just a few percentage points above normal, but lower than the average game industry churn rate, which was 15.5% as of January 2020. Ubisoft responded stating 2,600 workers have been hired since April, and job applications for new talent are open since greenlighting a Splinter Cell remake at Ubisoft Toronto. It should also be mentioned that Ubisoft's attempt at getting into NFTs has set off some red flags. At the beginning of this month, Ubisoft announced an NFT platform, Quartz, designed to sell NFTs to only those who have played Ubisoft games. However, it hasn't really done well, as no one has bought the Wearable Helmet or Pants Recon NFTs, which require 100 and 600 hours of playtime to obtain, respectively. What's even more strange is that Ubisoft initially gave away the majority of its NFTs, which could explain the lack of sales. I don't know, guys, not to say Ubisoft has been good this year, but they sure are being weird. What do you guys think? Should we give them a call for Christmas? Cue up the Christmas music! Speaking of grappling, Halo Infinite's next multiplayer event, Winter Contingency, starts today and will last for the next 2 weeks. 343 Industries' latest blog, the event offers rewards for participating, like armor pieces, holiday-themed skins for Spartans, and guns, new nameplates, emblems, backdrops, and attachments. We're going to assume there will be other awards throughout the event, so 343 definitely makes the good list this year. Hot reindeer! And finally, this is a public service announcement from your dear Santa Narz, as Nintendo is expecting server issues over the Christmas weekend. And you know it's a big deal when Nintendo is the one sounding the alarm. According to a tweet on Nintendo Japanese customer service account, the company says the weekend of Christmas it's expecting to see high concentration of accounts, and anyone who is considering making new Nintendo accounts should do so in advance, as you won't be able to. The expectation is that many will be receiving new Switches on Christmas Day, which could dampen servers. We could see a recurrence of last year's Christmas Day, when the entire Nintendo eShop went down and games couldn't be purchased or downloaded. Now, my fabulous viewers, Nintendo isn't specifically saying we will see a repeat of last year. It's just important to be prepared, and if you bought someone a Switch this year, it might be wise to create an account and download games in advance, just in case. Ho, 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 and that was your Games Fix for today, December 21st. Man, this whole beat up people's Christmas Day retribution is an overwhelming burden between the good and evil that is far heavier than my heart could have actually thought it would be. Download the IGN app on all your devices, follow the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things, everything else, my lovelies, go to IGN.com. I'm Santa Narz, and remember to always stay fabulous. Ho, 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 ho.